And so for a lot of people, what they're interested in is how do people learn and how do we help people learn to be better? How do we help them with whatever they're struggling with, whether they have some sort of issue they want to correct or whether they just want to improve their everyday life. What behavior analysis really focuses on is how do things learn? And so for me, that's animals. How do animals learn? I'm also working with a lot of computer simulations where we can even ask the question, how does a computer program learn? There's a lot of connections you can make there. And so for a lot of people, what they're interested in is how do people learn and how do we help people learn to be better? How do we help them with whatever they're struggling with, whether they have some sort of issue they want to correct or whether they just want to improve their everyday life. So there's a lot of human research in things like it could be helping a teacher learn how to manage a classroom, helping someone with an intellectual disability communicate what they need better. It could be helping promote industrial safety in a workplace. So if you go into behavior analysis, what you're going to get, I actually think you're going to get a philosophy, like just of how things are. That's definitely what I got from it. A lot of my friends got from it. You're going to learn why things do the things they do. And then it's sort of up to you to figure out, well, where do I want to apply it? I've got friends that what they did with it is they became like professional animal trainers, or they train people how to train animals. I've got people that just focus on, sort of like me, sort of like the theories of behavior analysis, how things work. I've got friends that that like manage like assisted living facilities, and so they're helping not only the clients that live there, but the people that take care of the clients that live there. And so behavior analysis, it can really sort of happen anywhere. And so if you're interested in behavior analysis, I mean, like take some classes, right? Learn some more, come talk to me, come talk to the other faculty. But then I'd also encourage you to sort of go outward and sort of look for what other things you're interested in and find a way to connect them. And so for me, it's animal behavior, it's biology, even like a little bit of computer science stuff. But really, I think behavior analysis is about how individuals do things. And you're never going to be in a place where there's not an individual doing something. So I think it can connect sort of anywhere. Most of the research that I do, pretty much all of the research I do is with students. Sometimes we'll do even like classroom experiments just to try things. So bring an animal into class or have students come here and just train whatever animals we have, just to see how things work. But for then sometimes things turn into like really formal projects. I have some research goals. And so for me, my job as a researcher is to sort of like narrow-mindedly like focus on what is it going to take to get these publications out, to get these grants. The grants are used to take care of animals, but also to fund students and travel and that sort of stuff. But since we have so many cheap animals, because the roach, it's like 50 cents per roach, man. It doesn't cost a lot. I can breed them in-house. And if a student says, hey, Dr. Varnon, I kind of want to try this weird idea that you've never tried before, I'll just be like, okay, let's try it. We'll get a little area set up for you. You can try this thing. I do have a student now that's trying to see if she can get the roaches to go eat something over here and then go over here and do something else. And that means they can come back to food, which is really sort of a foundational component of a lot of behavior training procedures. But it's not common in insects. It's more common in birds and mammals. So it's not what I'm focusing on, but she wants to try that. I'm like, yeah, please go try that. Tell me what happens. So I have a lot of sort of student-driven ideas. And so if a student's interested in behavior analysis, come talk to me about that. I have students that are interested in human behavior, but I take the theory that I learn about, sort of the findings, sort of the core components, and we can apply that to other places. So even if you're interested in human behavior, if you're interested in different species, I've worked with students that are just biology students. Well, I want to learn more about the biology of an animal. I had a student that was doing some sort of like brain neuroscience with the roaches, trying to figure out how to isolate different parts of their brain in dissections. I've also worked with a lot of engineering students, computer science students, because the technology that they're good at, we need that for all of this stuff. And sometimes there's students that are like, I really just want to make something. I want to do something cool with what I've learned, but they don't know where it connects. And so I'm like, yeah, you build this thing. And so it's really open. I do have some clear things I'm focusing on, but my goal is just to, if a student wants to try something, let's try it. Let's sort of find a way to do something. We can turn everything we learn about behavior into simulations, which means I can create a virtual organism that learns the same as a real organism.